How's it going, guys? This is Win and welcome back to another Blades video. Today we're going to have a really interesting series that I want to start. We're going to do a free-to-play playthrough. I'm going to create a new character and I'm going to try to play Blades as long and as far as I can without spending any money, which I know a lot of people are going to be doing the same thing. Plus the game is just more fun when you play without spending cash. It's better to go out into a dungeon and unlock something cool or find a chest than it is to just buy it with your own cash. That kind of defeats the purpose of the Elder Scrolls. So this particular character on this account will not have a single penny spent on it, and I'm gonna skip the introductory part here. This is like the tutorial. I'm gonna skip ahead to a little bit further into this character's like life, because I already showed a lot of this gameplay on my first character that I made. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll have a bunch of cool tips not only in this video but in future videos for how you can do as much as possible with a free-to-play character. Alright, so first off, the one thing that I want to think about is all the passive abilities for the different races. Of course, I could show them to you. I mean, there's like different stamina recoveries, different damages with certain weapons, or various resistances to certain types of damage like fire or shock. But honestly, I'm just going to go with the Argonian. For some reason, the health regeneration feels like the most important part. I'm not sure if health will regenerate in the actual abyss, like in between enemies. Like if you fight an enemy, you stop and then you can regenerate your health. But if that's the case, that would be very, very crucial to playing as a free-to-play player. So we're going to give it a shot, see if we can do that. Now, if you've already curated your character, you can always just go back to the Theodore Gorlash guy, or, you know, Lord Sheogorath. They just jumbled the letters around, but it's the same guy, and he will change your race and everything for you. So you don't have to create a new character. You can just change anything on the fly. So we're going to start off with a male Argonian. I don't really care. We can just randomize some stuff. That looks cool. Alright, we'll do that. And we'll name him... what's a good, like, Argonian name? We'll call him, like, Seeks No Gold or something. Like, I don't know, like, free-to-play. Like, I don't know what kind of free-to-play name. Or we'll do, like, Seeks No Cash. There we go. That's all the funny Argonian names. It's like, Treads on Water. Seeks No Cash. My first major tip for Elder Scrolls Blades is basically being as efficient as possible. Now, the reason that I chose an Argonian is so that I can try to regenerate some health during these dungeons and during the Abyss. Now, one of the things that is a good example of being efficient is when you use health potions. So, if you just got to a new floor in the Abyss, you probably shouldn't heal up. You could always quit, go back to the beginning, and then just start that floor again with full health, full magicka, full stamina, and everything. I would only really use a health potion if you're, like, right at the end of the floor. There's like one guy left, you have a little bit of health, and you need to get through him, because completing that floor will let you start at the next floor in the Abyss, which is going to be way more helpful to you than it is to like die anyway and then you wasted that health potion. Or a Scroll of Revival. You know, you don't need to use that at the beginning of a new floor when you could just quit and then start over again on that floor with full health. You can also see at the bottom of the screen, because I'm an Argonian, my health regenerates very slowly. So if you're in a fight with something that's very easy, like a skeever, and you know you can block it, or you can just wait the fight out a little longer if the opponent only has one hit point, you might as well just wait a couple seconds before dealing that killing blow, because why not? You're going to generate probably 2 or 3 more hit points before the fight ends. So if you're in a really easy fight, you need some health, you can try to use your regenerating abilities or your passives that just generate health over time to try to maximize how much health you have, which is going to let you go further, survive longer, and have to use health potions, you know, far less frequently. Alright, one of the most important tips I think for free-to-play players is going to be creating not only the first smithy, but you're going to want to build a second and maybe even a third smithy, right? As many of these things that you can buy, and I'll explain why. So this one, of course, this is going to be our second one. It's going to take a little bit longer to build, but if you're willing to wait the 4 hours, once you get 2 of these smithies, you're going to essentially have 2 shops that you can... Oh wow, why did I open the smithy? Let's you'll have 2 shops you can sell stuff to. So you see this guy right here, Lond, he has 434 gold, which is great. I can sell him some of my stuff. Normally it's a bit higher. I'd already sold 1 item to him. But remember, like, if he runs out of cash, I can't sell anything. And if you have a lot of crap in your inventory, or you find something valuable that you want to sell, having a second smithy with another set of 700 gold that you can essentially like sell stuff to, that's gonna be really important. Now I actually want to confirm real quick that that's the case. So I'm gonna use some of my gems from the quest that I've been getting. So let me talk to this blacksmith. Yeah, see, they're gonna have 656 gold. So it's going to allow me to sell stuff more quickly, so then they'll regenerate the amount of gold they have for me to sell stuff to. That way I can be generating more gold for myself. Free-to-play tip number 3 is very important. It's going to give you just the extra bit of space in your inventory and your chest slots to be able to go so much further in the game. Now, of course, you could buy the gems for like $2. I mean, if you guys are okay with someone spending $2 and still being free to play, you could definitely do that. $2 isn't that much. Or there are a bunch of quests in the beginning that do give you some gems. So before you go wasting those gems on like lumber or a chest timer, why don't you take a look at these right here? So we have 10 chest slots. The very first upgrade is only 10 gems. That's not that much at all, and it doubles the amount of slots you have. So I'm gonna do that here. I got 30 gems from a quest, and I'm gonna use them on this, and then only 10 gems for plus 10 inventory slots. That's gonna be quite a few for the inventory as well. And then the next round of upgrades isn't that much either. You can go through a bunch of dungeons or quests and find 1 or 2 gems here and there, maybe complete a quest that gives you gems as well. And only 40 gems for 10 more chest slots isn't bad. And even more valuable, I think, is for only 40 gems, you get 10 additional inventory slots. So for, it looks like 100 gems total, you could get plus 20 chest slots plus 20 inventory slots. So if you still want to be like free to play, but you're looking for a very like valuable way to spend those gems early on, this is going to be one of the best ways to do it. You might not notice it there, but I just doubled the amount of chest slots, and I added another 50% of my inventory for just 10 gems. So I think that's a great way. And you don't even have to buy them. Like I said, you can go find those gems throughout the world, and you know, sure enough, you'll get 50 or 100 eventually, and that'd be the very first thing I'd recommend you spend them on. Something else that free players should definitely take advantage of is the job board. This was something very subtle in the beginning. In fact, on my other account, I completely missed this, and if I don't walk all the way up by the town hall and look over here, I forgot that the job board was actually a thing. So these are going to be really great quests that you can get decent rewards from. Now, a quest I just completed, I got over 2,000 gold from it, and it was one of these special quests at the top that's time limited. So if you see fire salts galore, this is going to give me a mystery chest. It's going to give me brass ingots, and it's not that difficult actually. So after I complete that, there's a ton of other quests here where you can see I'm going to get lumber and certain items that I'm going to try to need to upgrade my town, and this is a great way to just grind out some quests if you are, you know, a free player and you're really struggling to get resources. Check the job board. There might be a quest there that's going to get you that last bit of lumber or copper or whatever you need to complete like a certain building or an upgrade in the town. Something that might sound pretty simple, but a lot of people may forget, is that at the end of the quest, it actually tells you there are a certain amount of secrets that were in that particular dungeon or forest or wherever, and it tells you how many that you actually found. Now, obviously, here's a screenshot where I found 0 of the 2 secrets, so in this case, I would recommend you definitely click the explore button, go back into the dungeon, and find those secrets, because no matter where they are or what's inside, it's going to be extra rewards for you. And as a free-to-play player, right, we're trying to maximize everything that we can get. So if it's a particular quest where the dungeon is something you're not going to be able to go back to, you're not going to be able to go back and do those secrets. So do them now while you can. Get that extra stuff, and of course that's going to be more that you can get without actually having to pay for it. Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching this video. I hope these tips did help you, and of course if you have any tips of your own, make sure you leave them below in the comments so myself and all the other viewers can check them out. This will be a free-to-play series like I said, so I hope you will keep up with this character as we go through Blades, trying to spend no money at all and seeing how far we can get. Now the paywall obviously is a big issue. They have announced they will be rebalancing the silver chest, so we will have to see what that looks like when that rebalancing does happen, but I think right now I did accumulate a lot of chests today. We have 8 woodens, 6 silvers, and a golden chest. Obviously, the woodens aren't as big of a problem. I can't open them now because they do take 1 gem, but when my silver finally finishes unlocking, then I can clear out all these woodens. But yeah, I already have 15 out of 20 chest slots full, and if we came across like a legendary chest and I had full slots, I wouldn't be able to open it. That's the biggest problem that everybody is upset with, unless I spent gems, of course. I can't get rid of a wooden chest to make room for a gold or a legendary chest. I just have to either ditch it or spend money, which, you know, is kind of a little unfair. But we haven't run into any serious problems yet, but it's still early. Could be too soon to tell. We're only level 5 on Seeks No Cash. So I hope you guys enjoyed this free-to-play character series. This is kind of episode 1 with a bit of tips, and let me know if it helped you out below. But that's all I have for you guys today, and I will see you next time.